Hello students, welcome all of you to YouTube channel Physics Quantum Classes. In this video, I Abhay Kumar going to discuss part 5 of the book Classical Mechanics for BSc part 3 Physics Honors, BSc part 1 Physics General and BSc part 1 Physics subsidiary courses of all universities. In this video, we have to discuss a very important topic, which is D'Alembert's principle, which is usually asked as a short notes in BSc Part 3 Physics Honors, BSc Part 1 Physics General and BSc Part 1 फिजिक्स सब्सिडियरी एग्जामिनेशंस. अब D'Alembert's प्रिंसिपल को स्टार्ट किया जाए. नाउ वी हैव टू स्टार्ट दिस प्रिंसिपल, ए वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट प्रिंसिपल. D'Alembert's प्रिंसिपल इज बेस्ड ऑन द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ वर्चुअल वर्क एंड इट इज ए वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट प्रिंसिपल in dynamics, in which a system of particles is in motion. If a system of particles displaced from one position to another position, then each particle of the system is said to be displaced by an infinitesimal, means very small displacement vectors. Displacement vector delta Ri vector. This is an infinitesimal, very small displacement vector. And this infinitesimal displacement vector is called virtual displacement by the actual forces. So, principle of virtual work is a system of particles is said to be in equilibrium if total virtual work done by the actual forces or applied forces is zero. That is principle of virtual work is sigma over I Fi dot delta Ri, which is an infinitesimal displacement, that is very small displacement. If a system moves from one position to another position, यदि कोई सिस्टम, कोई डायनामिकल सिस्टम है मोशन से रिलेटेड और उसमें बहुत से पार्टिकल्स हैं, वह सिस्टम बहुत सारे पार्टिकल्स से कंस्टिट्यूटेड है, बहुत सारे पार्टिकल्स से वह सिस्टम कंस्टिट्यूट हुआ है. तो जब वह सिस्टम जिसमें कि बहुत सारे पार्टिकल्स हैं, नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स हैं, एक पोजीशन से दूसरे पोजीशन पर मूव करेगा तो उसके ईच पार्टिकल को भी ईच पार्टिकल का भी वेरी स्मॉल डिस्प्लेसमेंट होगा, जिसे इनफाइनाइटेसिमल डिस्प्लेसमेंट वेक्टर कहा जाता है, डेल्टा Ri. एंड दिस इनफाइनाइटेसिमल डिस्प्लेसमेंट वेक्टर इज कॉल्ड वर्चुअल डिस्प्लेसमेंट but by the actual forces which is applied on the system. So principle of virtual work done is sigma over I Fi dot delta Ri is equal to 0, because the system is said to be a dynamical system, is said to be in a system is said to be in equilibrium if total virtual work done by the actual forces or applied forces is 0. So mathematically we can express principle of virtual work as sigma over I Fi, where Fi is the force acting on the ith particle and delta Ri is the infinitesimal displacement of the ith particle, and summation over I means for the entire system of particles, sigma over I. Fi dot del Ri. So this is what? This is work done. Sigma over I Fi delta Ri is the work done. That is a scalar product of force and displacement is work done. And this work done is 0 because the system is said to be in equilibrium. So this is the principle. This is principle of virtual work. And with the help of this principle of virtual work, we will able to obtain a very important principle in dynamics, which is related to a system of particles in motion. This is equation number 1. Now, using Newton's second law of motion, suppose that according to Newton's second law of motion, the rate of change of momentum of the highest particle of a system is equal to the applied force acting on it. So, using Newton's second law of motion, from Newton's second law of motion, we have Fi, force acting on the highest particle of the system, is equal to rate of change of momentum, that is dpi vector upon dt, which is pi dot dpi by dt, rate of change of momentum, where dt is the time, dpi is the momentum, dpi is the change in momentum in time dt, that is rate of change of momentum. Symbol of momentum is linear momentum is pi, which is mass multiplied by velocity. So rate of change of momentum, we can, this is first derivative, time derivative, dpi by dt. So we can write it as pi dot. इसे pi dot से लिखा जा सकता है, dpi by dt, that is rate of change of momentum. इसके इक्वल हो गया, force के इक्वल हो गया, Fi, that is where Fi is the force, where Fi is the force acting on the highest particle of the system, and pi is the momentum of the highest particle, and pi dot is time derivative of linear momentum, that is rate of change of momentum, which is equal to the force according to Newton's second law of motion, where Fi is the force acting on the highest particle पर फोर्स एक्ट कर रहा है वो है. Therefore we have now we have Fi वेक्टर माइनस pi dot इक्वल्स टू 0. pi dot को साइड लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में ले आया, pi dot को लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में लाया गया, तो Fi वेक्टर माइनस pi dot इक्वल टू 0. दैट इज दिस मीन्स नेट फोर्स एक्टिंग ऑन द हाईएस्ट पार्टिकल इज 0. So the highest particle is said to be in equilibrium, and if we apply this condition to the entire system, then the system is said to be in equilibrium when net force acting on the particle, that is Fi, external force acting on the highest particle of the system, and pi dot is an additional force, which is also called additional reverse force, and that is equal to 0. That is, system is said to be in equilibrium if net force acting on the highest particle, that is external force Fi plus an additional reverse force pi dot is 0. So this is equation number 2. Now we have, in place of Fi in D'Alembert principle, if you suppose force of constants are also present. Constant means a system is subjected to certain conditions. It is called, then the motion of the particles, motion of the system of particles, or motion of a body is subjected to certain condition, then it is called constants. तो कांस्टेंट कंडीशन है बॉडी या किसी सिस्टम ऑफ पार्टिकल्स या बॉडी के मोशन से रिलेटेड, तो वो कंडीशन हम अप्लाई करेंगे. तो उसके बाद Fi के जगह पर हम इसमें पुट करते हैं कितना, Fi माइनस पी डॉट, क्योंकि नेट फोर्स यहाँ तो Fi फोर्स है हाईएस्ट पार्टिकल पर, इसके जगह Fi माइनस पी डॉट यहाँ पर सब्स्टिट्यूट किया जा सकता है. और तो यहाँ सब्स्टिट्यूट करें इन प्लेस ऑफ Fi. तो यूजिंग 2 in 1, using equation 2 in equation 1, we get sigma over I Fi minus pi dot vector into delta Ri equals to 0. If we suppose forces of constants are also present, in addition to the external force, then we can write Fi in place of Fi as Fi plus a small fi, where Fi is the forces of constant. So in place of Fi, now we can write Fi in place of Fi we can write Fi actual, यहाँ एक्चुअल दे दें, एक्चुअल फोर्स प्लस स्मॉल Fi, ये फोर्स ड्यू टू कांस्टेंट, स्मॉल Fi फोर्स ड्यू टू कांस्टेंट. अगर forces due to constants that is subjected to certain conditions are also present, then we can write Fi, which is the external force, as Fi superscript, in superscript a small a for actual plus forces of constant Fi minus Pi dot into delta Ri equals to 0. Now we have sigma I Fi actual. Now we suppose work done by the Fi dot delta Ri, यहाँ पर लिखा जा सकता है Fi A इंटू डेल्टा Ri और प्लस स्मॉल Fi फोर्स, ये स्मॉल Fi विच इज द फोर्स ड्यू टू कांस्टेंट. तो वर्क डन बाय द फोर्स ड्यू टू कांस्टेंट कितना होगा, Fi डॉट डेल्टा Ri. बट हियर if we restricted ourselves to the work done by the force of constant vanishes, that is 0, then Fi dot delta Ri is equal to 0 in that case, and we can write as sigma Fi A or Fi dot delta Ri is equal to 0. So we have only Fi actual minus Pi dot, which is rate of change of momentum, Pi dot is rate of change of momentum dPi by dt into delta Ri equals to 0. Since sigma over I, we have taken sigma over I, Fi dot delta Ri equals to 0, that is work done by the forces of constant, work done by the forces due to certain conditions, that is work done by the forces of constants is equal to 0. We have restricted ourselves in this problem. So sigma over Fi delta Ri is equal to 0, that is work done by the forces of constant is 0. So we have only relation sigma over I under bracket Fi A minus Pi dot delta Ri equals to 0. But we have restricted ourselves to the system of particles for which work done by the forces of constant is 0. So we can write in place of Fi A, that is in superscript of Fi A can be dropped. A को छोड़ा जा सकता है क्योंकि हमने अपने को रिस्ट्रिक्ट रखा है इस सिस्टम के लिए, जिसमें कि उस सिस्टम के लिए जिसमें कि कांस्टेंट के कारण, कांस्टेंट का मतलब सर्टेन कंडीशन जब मोशन पर अप्लाइड होता है किसी बॉडी के मोशन पर या सिस्टम ऑफ पार्टिकल के मोशन पर, तो उसको कांस्टेंट कहा जाता है, जो कि दो टाइप का होता है, होलोनोमिक एंड नॉन होलोनोमिक कांस्टेंट्स. उसे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे, वो भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है, कांस्टेंट्स, होलोनोमिक, नॉन होलोनोमिक कांस्टेंट्स एंड जनरलाइज्ड कोऑर्डिनेट्स, जिसे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में डिस्कस किया जाएगा. तो इस सिचुएशन में अब चूंकि हमने उस सिस्टम से मतलब कांस्टेंट के कारण जो फोर्सेस होगा, मतलब वर्क डन होगा, कांस्टेंट मतलब कांस्टेंट के कारण कांस्टेंट्स अप्लाइड है, वैसा फोर्स मतलब वर्क डन बाय द फोर्सेस ड्यू टू कांस्टेंट्स इज इक्वल टू 0. वी हैव रिस्ट्रिक्टेड आवरसेल्व्स. सो इन सुपरस्क्रिप्ट A can be dropped from the superscript of Fi A, which is the actually Fi A denotes the actual force acting on the ith particle, and if it is summed over I, then it is the actual force acting on the system of particles. So we have in last we have relation Fi minus sigma over I, Fi minus, since a small Fi vector dot delta Ri is equal to 0, that is work done by the forces of constants is 0. So we have only, and dropping a small a in superscript of Fi A, we have the final expression Fi sigma over I, Fi vector only minus Pi vector dot into delta Ri is equal to 0, and it is the final D'Alembert final expression, which is called D'Alembert's principle. So we have now finally we can write the last equation, this equation here, as fi, in place of fia we can write only or sigma over I fi vector minus pi dot equals pi dot this is dot product, a scalar product, delta ri which is an infinitesimal displacement if a system of particles moves from one position into another position, then each particle is supposed to be displaced by an infinitesimal displacement which is called virtual displacement which is delta ri. जब सिस्टम ऑफ पार्टिकल्स एक जगह से दूसरी जगह मूव करता है तो यह माना जा सकता है कि उस सिस्टम का ईच पार्टिकल बहुत स्मॉल डिस्प्लेसमेंट से डिस्प्लेस होगा और उस डिस्प्लेसमेंट को वर्चुअल डिस्प्लेसमेंट कहा जाता है, जिसे डेल्टा ri सिंबल से डिनोट किया जाता है. सो दिस इज द फाइनल एक्सप्रेशन सिग्मा ओवर i fi minus pi dot vector dot delta ri is equal to 0, and this is equation number 4, and which is D'Alembert's principle. Now pi dot is what? Rate of change of momentum of the ith particle, and sigma over I pi dot means rate of change of momentum of the entire system of particles, that is rate of change of momentum of the entire body. So pi dot it is dpi dot by dt, and pi is mass into velocity and it is acceleration, mass into velocity dpi by dt. pi dot vector is dpi upon dt, time derivative of linear momentum, which is d by dt of pi is what? Mass into velocity. Linear momentum is mass into velocity, that is m, mass of the ith particle, mi into ri dot. Velocity can be expressed as ri dot, that is dri by dt, rate of change of displacement. And finally we can write this as pi dot vector, that is rate of change of momentum, is equal to mass of the ith particle is constant, so it is taken out of the bracket. So d by dt of ri dot, that is rate of change of velocity. Ri dot is what? Velocity of the ith particle. Dri by dt, rate of change of displacement of the ith particle. And d by dt of ri dot is what? Rate of change of velocity. Ri dot is velocity, is velocity of the ith particle. So d by dt of ri dot means ri double dot acceleration. Rate of change of velocity is acceleration. So we can write it mi. In place of acceleration we can write ri double dot vector. So pi dot vector is mi into ri double dot vector, that is mass of the ith particle multiplied by acceleration of the ith particle. Mass into acceleration, this is rate of change of momentum. Pi dot is rate of change of momentum dpi by dt. So in the last equation, which is D'Alembert's principle given by equation number 4, we can write pi dot. In place of pi dot we can write mi dot ri double dot, let it as equation number 5. So using 5 in equation 4, in place of pi dot, in the D'Alembert's principle we can write pi dot, we can substitute pi dot as mi into ri double dot. So using 5 in equation 4, that is substituting mi into ri double dot for pi dot in equation 4, we get, that is using 5 equation 5, that is pi dot is equal to mi into ri double dot. In equation 4 we get sigma over I fi vector minus mi ri double dot into delta ri equals to 0, and this is final expression, that is it is D'Alembert's principle also in term of acceleration, that is ri double dot is acceleration. We can write ri double dot as d square ri upon dt square. डबल डिफरेंशिएशन है, दो बार टाइम डेरिवेटिव लिया गया पोजीशन वेक्टर का, तो ri डबल डॉट इज इक्वल टू d का पावर 2 ri vector upon dt square, which is acceleration of the particle. It is acceleration which is denoted by the symbol a, acceleration of the system of ith particle ai. So this is the final D'Alembert equation, that is sigma over I under bracket fi vector minus mi ri double dot, which is acceleration of the ith particle, and summation over I, then acceleration of the system of particles into delta Ri is equal to 0. That is sigma over I Fi vector minus mi Ri double dot delta Ri is equal to 0. And this is final D'Alembert principle. D'Alembert principle is also given in equation 4, which is sigma over I Fi minus Pi dot into delta Ri is equal to 0 in terms of external force Fi and which is the actual force, and in terms of rate of change of momentum Pi dot. So we have already obtained D'Alembert's principle in two forms, expressed by equation number 4 and equation number 5. And now this video is completed. Thank you very much. But in the next video, we will discuss generalized coordinates, constants, holonomic and non-holonomic constants, another important topic for BSc Part 3 Physics Honors examinations, and also for BSc Part 1 Physics Pass course and Physics subsidiary examinations also.